Welcome to the show.
It's my song, man. I'm so attractive.
No, seriously. Welcome to the show. I'm Marijuana Man. This is From Under the Influence. It's Wednesday here in Vancouver. We are smoking good weed and having some fun. And joining in the festivities, as always, is Kush Queen. We're thrilled.
Hola!
Thrilled she's come in from the mansion.
Yeah, well, you know, missed you. So, here I am.
Well, Al's still on assignment. Whatever his assignment is.
He's finding me a new castle.
Yeah.
I gotta move soon, so he's on the lookout for a new crib.
Nice. So. We might be frozen.
Hello? Okay, 420 Wild Dragon, are we frozen? Quick, tell me right now.
Sativa user, what's going on?
I froze.
All frozen.
Dabs up, dabs up, dabs up.
Huh?
Oh, apparently we're all good.
Everything's going good for you folks in the chat? You can
Says
see
we're
and
not
hear
frozen.
okay?
Not frozen, not frozen.
Yay.
Freeze.
I'm having trouble getting.
Oh, that's awesome.
We actually were frozen there for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dragon said yes.
Yes, you were frozen.
No, he said yes, good.
Huh?
I'm trying to get you up on Facebook.
Holy fuck, someone's been eaten by a tree.
I see that. Dot
Oh.
at Gmail.
Oh my god.
But we are live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Really? Doesn't feel like it. So, at any rate, we're just watching the technical proceedings going on here on the big screen.
It's okay.
Welcome to everybody in the chat. Good to see your fake names and little circles with stuff in them.
Yeah. Holy
Ooh,
fuck.
the
I just had a
coffee
panic
just
attack.
about.
My coffee.
I just about had a panic attack. That's serious.
Yeah.
Just about.
It almost went down.
Well, no panic here. We've got Alyssa behind the scenes flipping dials and typing shit in as fast as she can to get us on Facebook.
You should hear her over there. It's like,
Oh, yeah. It's just a
Click, 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 click.
whirlwind of
she's so
typing.
good.
And
Oh. 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 What up, Facebook? We are live from Under the Influence.
you guys can thank Alyssa for this, us being here.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the show.
We wouldn't be anything without Boss Lissa. Shout out to you, baby girl.
Thanks.
So maybe we can cut to the Chronic Susan. We've got a tiny little bong, some hashish, and oh what, some fucking Congolese. The good shit too. This is a particularly nice batch, I gotta say. I've been smoking it since it arrived. Still got a personal bag left.
Is that what's in the bong?
No.
What's in the bong?
There is some dust from the bag and some of that
I think this
hash
bong belongs to somebody.
and terpenes. Yeah, grab that bong. It was over there on the ledge across the room here, and little thing of hash too. So I loaded it up, and
Now Kush Queen's lips have been on it.
it works really well. But I don't know. Alyssa told me that it was part of a prize package from maybe Carly's show or one of the other shows.
Mind.
So if
420 Wild Dragon won't mind.
if you're the winner of this bong from one of the other shows, then cool. It works really well.
We're going to send it as soon as we possibly can.
Hopefully, we don't have to clean it. And then you can finish that bowl that's in there. And I put some terpenes in there on top of the bud, too. It's fucking... It's a good little hitter. But I don't know. I'll apologize for using up the bong and some of the hash. Don't leave it laying around.
Oh my God.
Hey?
Oh, he's so bad. Love it. So I'm going to take over the show for a sec here. And I just want to give a shout out to Soul Master Glass. I don't know if you're watching, but I received my pendant. And last week on my show, I was so busy that I forgot to say thank you. So I want to show you guys this beautiful pendant, if I can get my hair out of it. It's a nuggie with a crown on it.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
It's wicked. It's one of a kind.
Who made that?
Soul Master Glass in Toronto.
Well, yeah, that's beautiful.
It's pretty pimpin'. So yeah, it's my first pendy. I'm so happy. Couldn't have asked for a better artist to
Looks
make my
nice
first
on you
pendy.
too.
Yeah, thanks.
Didn't notice that. Yeah, I did. I noticed. I noticed it right away. So you're having fun doing your show?
I am. Honestly, I'm having a really good time doing my show. It's a challenge for sure, but I like that. I like that it pushes me and it challenges me, and I'm learning a lot of stuff. I'm learning conversation points, which is really important, like how to kind of lead into the next thing and what to say, and kind of general questions you can kind of ask everybody without, feeling out of place. So
Nice. Well,
good.
I'm
But
glad
Boss
you're
Lissa
enjoying
says
it.
I'm doing really good.
It does. It moves along quite nicely.
It does. I'm getting to the point now where I've had a show where the hour went by like that.
That's
And it was my first
good.
time. I was like, oh my God, it's already been an hour. Holy crap. It was really cool.
Nobody was bored.
No, it was good company.
So
That's what happens when you get Darren and Dominique in the same room, though.
You do a lot of work planning.
If I'm going to be honest, no. It's very spontaneous.
Oh,
It's
good.
whoever's
just,
available.
Just like this show.
Yeah, it's whoever's available. I've been starting. I will be honest, though, I have been starting to pre-book in advance because it's starting to get to the point where I'm having more guests, and I'm like, okay, well, I got to fit you all in somewhere, and I can't have you all on the same show. So it's good.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, I might push my show to like an hour and a half maybe if I need to, because I do have that space and that time. So we'll see.
Look for that on Sunday afternoons at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, the Royal Hour with Kush Queen. It's a good
Tune
time.
in. And it's always on Pot TV. You can check it out anytime. If
And
you
YouTube.
can't be there live, but it's probably best to be there live. Just like today, although there is no indication as to why that might be
Yeah.
just yet. But yeah, things are going along here pretty good in Vancouver. We're still running the dispensary, having lots of fun doing that, putting killer weed through the place and smiles on everybody's faces. That's the best part about it, I gotta say. People love it. Like, really, I'm not too sure they're going into the fruit place down the street all fucking smiley. They don't look smiley when they come out. Well, fruit's heavy.
It is.
We have the busiest fruit place on the fucking planet. 3 doors down from us at the shop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there are thousands of people make their way there every fucking day to buy fruit and vegetables. Steady stream of customers. And then a bunch of them come in and buy weed. So we're pretty
Weed
happy.
goes great with watermelon or peaches.
Or vegetables.
No.
It does.
No.
Marijuana and parsnips, you
No.
can't beat it.
Actually, I like broccoli and cauliflower.
And marijuana.
I hate carrots, though. Kush Queen hates carrots.
Keep that in mind.
I hate them.
Note to
They're disgusting.
self.
There's no way of making them delicious.
Really?
Zero. They're so bland and just like crunch, crunch. Like, ugh. them.
Well, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone who had such disdain.
I'd rather
for
eat a
the-
Brussels sprout
for the carrot.
than a carrot.
Not me, man. No. Stupid little
I
cabbages.
especially hate glazed carrots.
Brussels sprouts are for when you
Yeah, like they try to
run
make it all
out of
sweet.
food. Your mom comes in and goes, you know, kids, we've run out of food, but we have Brussels sprouts. Not a big favorite. Buds is over there on the ground looking around.
Hi,
like-
buds.
Like he's never been in the room before, wondering how he got here.
Look at him looking around. Just,
Yeah.
what the hell?
What is going on with him? So yeah, we got Cannabis Day coming up here in Vancouver, July 1st. We've got a new location where we're going to be trying out. It's called Thornton Park, and that's over by Main and Terminal area here in Vancouver, across from the SkyTrain and Bus Depot.
Interesting.
Yeah, a nice little patch of grass in there, so I don't know, might work out all right.
And no charge for booths, I heard. So bring your stuff down, set up, sell your stuff, and let's have a protestival.
Yeah, we'll have a blast all day. Now, we're going to, there's a bunch of sponsors that have been helping out so far, and we'll give a shout out to them. Weeds, Glass, and Gifts, Mount Pleasant Medicinals, the Health Lifestyle / Herbal Pharmacy, Sensible BC, MJ Creams, and Cannabis Culture have all been
Of course.
generously kicking down things already. So look for that on July 1st here in Vancouver. We usually kick off at high noon, but it'll be packing up probably pretty early compared to that. So come on down. Hope it's a nice sunny day and that, yeah, no, we'll have fun. We always do. Can't wait. So that's all I got. Yeah.
Tired today.
Rough days at the dispensary.
Nope. Just tired.
Just
I don't know why. My body feels super drained and tired. And my arm hurts. Like right in the curve. It's just like,
Well,
But
I've
you know,
got
that's what this is for.
a few other kinds of weed that I brought down today too. Just have to remember what they are. No, don't know. This one, I don't know. We'll put it on the front of Chronic Susan. This is another African strain that we got going down at the dispensary. Africana, it's called. North African hybrid of some sort. Pretty stony and really nice and tasty. Keeps you
But
awake.
it's meowing at Melissa.
Yeah, cats always do that to the fish in the tank.
So cute. Aww. Aww, buds. Is that your friend? So cute. I love it.
Where did this reefer come from? You roll it? Or did you roll it? Nice.
'Twas I. It's all about the roll job. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's true too, you know.
Damn. That's the best.
So I was reading around on the marijuanas today, and what the fuck? One of the LPs named Med Relief And I'm pretty sure that's the one that the Tragically Hip got in bed with last week or the week before, promoting med relief. Not too sure. But it turns out their fucking weed is $7,840 per pound. Is what they're charging. $7,800 a fucking pound. $15 to $17 a gram.
That's
is what they got going on.
crazy.
Yeah, really.
What in the actual fuck is that?
For just regular old weed. Right? I don't know. They should call me. I can get it a lot fucking cheaper than that if they're having to charge that much. Holy cow. Like, what is going on? Like, who would buy from them anyway? Like, really? I don't know. People are desperate. That's the problem at this point in the game, is that people are desperate. They've not had access to marijuana like we do. So anything that comes along is better than nothing, because the fuck, people have been buying in the black market all these years.
It's true.
So what's the difference now to
I
buy
have a
the
little blue door.
it's way better for them in their minds if they're buying it from Med Relief or any one of these other stupid LPs. So this is why they have activity at this point. So, but if they'll let us compete, then they won't have to worry about it. Because no one will buy their weed at $15 to $17 a gram. What the fuck is that? Come on. It's Pink Kush, for Christ's sakes. You go onto their webpage and they list the strains. Some of them have names that you know, but they all have names you don't know. They've renamed them all, but they put the real name underneath what it is. Right? And you go, oh, who the fuck cares? Why don't you just call it Pink Kush?
It's like dating websites. They're like 33, and then in their profile, I'm really 47.
Really?
Well, why don't you just put 47 then? What the fuck? How does that make any sense? I've seen it on girls' profiles and guy profiles. I'm like, this makes no sense. Why are you hiding behind false
Sucking you in with it.
advertisements? Just like, okay. Just call it 47, call it Pink Kush. It is what it is. Like, I don't know. People are
It's
crazy.
$7,800 a pound. $4.90 an ounce is what it figures out to be. And these are people who have.
$500 an ounce? What the fucking fuck is that?
And these are the people that have lobbied to have the dispensaries close.
Of course.
Huh.
I wonder why.
No, they're gonna start getting sued. These guys. As soon as it gets legal.
Let's get them.
As soon as it's legal, you'd be able to sue Med Relief for the very fact that they lobbied to get us closed and keep the prices jacked as a result. Right? No, you can't do that in the real world. So, see ya. It's tragically unhip.
Sorry.
Yeah, so let that sink in.
Hello?
Now fuck them and anybody else who does business with LPs. Everybody knows that they're working against us, and anybody who would work with them should fuck off. I think. Like, really? Why would anybody do business with these clowns? Just for money? That's fucked up. At this point in the game, that's fucked up.
That shit's fucked right up, man.
Yeah.
My wrist hurts like a
So
motherfucker.
they've been lobbying to not let the rest of the people play. Right? Lobbying to have the dispensaries closed because they don't want the competition. Because they know that we'll have better weed and cheaper.
Cheaper.
Put
Just period. People who go for cheaper no matter what. They don't give a fuck if it's no name brand.
So
Fucking
instead
buy
of
it 'cause
these
it's
people,
cheaper.
yeah, instead of these people saying, "Hey, I vow to have better weed than those dispensaries at cheaper prices, which they could do because they got massive fucking factories. The hard part is coming up with the better weed. Because let's face it, marijuana hasn't been grown very well here in all this time. We have struggled, and we're desperate, using equipment that we borrowed from other industries to try and get fucking marijuana for ourselves. Right? It's just to think that we've perfected this in any way. Right? Most people don't grow very, very good marijuana because they can't wait. They rush. They overfeed. It's too fucking humid. It's too not right. And we don't care. Nobody has ever cared because it's illegal and it's marijuana. And you go, yeah, I'll buy it.
It's true, though.
Right?
It's so true.
So all marijuana has sold. Like, I don't know, people come to me with the weed they want to try and sell to the shop, and they go, well, you know, I got quads, and I got this other fucking rating system
Quad A.
below quads. And you go, well, why? Like, what the fuck? Who says, okay, I want to buy the shitty stuff? Ever? Why would anyone do that? Right?
Well,
Why would you do that? Just because it's cheaper, but it's shitty weed.
I was just going to say only if it's cheaper, but you're still going to think it's shitty.
Here's what I do and try to do at my store is buy the best fucking weed, the most, I don't care what the price is, and then choose what price I want to sell it at, not based on what it necessarily cost me. I'd like to have that out there at $10. I don't want to charge 12. That's what I should charge, but I don't want to. Right? It's too much all across. So, I don't know. Marijuana is very popular. One does not have to charge large prices and
To profit.
yeah, and to gouge anyone. Like, if you can't fucking make money otherwise, then someday you'll be gone. Because
Yeah.
you won't be able to compete either. Right? And a lot of the dispensaries, only 10 dispensaries here in Vancouver actually have a license. And I don't know, there's got to be 60 out there that are operating. But a lot of these places have not been opened by people who know very much about marijuana either. Right? There's just guys with big suitcases showing up full of
Suit
weed,
and
and away
tie.
they go. Yeah, so they're in a particularly good position now, and they would be people too who have enough money to put a dispensary together, pay the 30 grand for the license, fucking, and have weed connections. Who are those people? Right? It's the weed connections that are important. So, I don't know. It's all going to change here if they let business go the way it should.
Yeah.
We'll see who survives.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way it always should be, right? So, on and on we go, but, you know, if now everybody wants to fucking steal marijuana from us. Everywhere we turn now, because they're talking about legalization, everybody wants to fucking take it away from us. Everyone. Here's and fucking doctors are the biggest fucking enemies we have here in legalization. These people want to fucking pretend that it's something it's absolutely not. But here's what the doctors are saying is that we should be setting the THC limits in legal pot to protect Canadian youth. Like, really? This is what doctors are saying? What the fuck?
They don't know shit either, though.
No.
Doctors don't know anything.
What do you
about cannabis.
What do you know about marijuana?
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously,
Sure, you can
nothing.
extract my heart from my body. Whoop-de-woo. Still don't know shit about
Whoop-de-woo.
cannabis.
Yeah.
But you're trying to fucking talk like you do, and you're trying to put out articles, and it's not right. That's like me just writing an article about, I don't know, race cars.
Yeah, I was thinking of race cars.
Literally, like, I'm just going to write an article about race cars, how they operate, how dangerous it is for the children, and how they shouldn't be watching. And I'm
Yeah.
just going to start, like, I'd sound like a fucking idiot. No one would be like, you know what? That's right. She's right. What about the children? We should stop race car driving. Blah, 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 wah, 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 wah. Like, no. Everyone would be like, what the fuck? She doesn't know anything about, has she ever driven a race car? No.
That's
Well, shut the
exactly
fuck
right.
up then. Right?
They'd still listen, though.
They wouldn't. Let's be
They
real.
would for quite a while, I think.
No.
No.
They wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. If I don't
No,
know what the fuck
very
I'm
good
talking
point.
about, people aren't going to want to listen.
And it's sad that they are listening and even giving these people a voice. It's so fucking asinine. But here's what it said, that doctors in particular were alarmed that the bill to legalize made no mention of the primary psychoactive ingredient. You know what that is?
What?
Tetrahydrocannabinol. Do you know what it's more commonly known as?
God.
THC. And you know,
CBD? CBN.
you know what THC does? They're explaining this in the first paragraph, right? Like, no one has ever heard of this before, ever. THC
And
contributes.
daddy's hose waters mommy's garden. Like, fuck. And that's how you were born.
Of course, the THC contributes to the high experienced by users of
Like, tell us
marijuana.
something we don't know.
Here's what Dr. Christina said. She's from the McMaster Children's Hospital, so she's only like 9, I think. Dr. Christina, she said, we said we want the government to continue selling low potency to youth. Like, what the fuck is that? Why is she talking about selling pot to youth?
I thought we were trying to protect the youth.
Are they so fucking addicted to the youth that they can't stop?
Maybe that's what's going on here.
Everything is about the youth,
always
no matter
about
what
the
it
youth.
is, eh?
I feel like they're all just smoking meth and obsessing over the youth. Just, we gotta protect the youth. Like, okay. I don't know. Look around. They look fucking fine to me. Other than being killed off by fentanyl.
Yeah, there you go. Now, Dr. Christina wrote a statement to the Canadian Pediatric Society recommending that should the Liberal government go ahead with legalizing cannabis, it also should implement a number of protections to safeguard young adult users from its more harmful psychological effects. And one of their primary recommendations was limiting the THC content that could be legally sold to youth between the ages of 18 and 25. So what they're proposing to be done is that there be yet a fucking third marijuana, the youth marijuana, young and marijuana.
Young and marijuana and youth.
Just for the kids, the 18 to 25-year-olds whose brains are still developing, don't you know?
Don't you know?
But you can buy cigarettes at 19. Why are you doing it at 25?
Well, Alyssa raised a very, very good point.
Yeah, she did. Too bad you can't hear what she
Yeah,
said.
too bad you
Nah.
got
Just kidding. What she said was,
Good luck.
she asked, but we can buy cigarettes at 19.
Yes.
So
Oh no, there's loopholes and stupidity fucking all over
I'm
that
sitting like that.
statement, right?
Do I look weird? I do, don't I?
The doctor goes on to say,
Aw, Tippy's in a frisky mood. Can we look at Tippy?
Tippy's on the,
Tippy!
there he is.
Go Tippy, go Tippy.
All playful on his little perch.
So cute. Aw.
It's all fun and games till he draws blood.
That's why she's walking
Usually
away.
quit.
She knows when to walk away.
Yeah. You usually quit.
I can see it in his eyes.
Rarely have I tried to pet him again after he drew blood. Hardly ever go in after him again. One morning I came to the office and Buds was out there, normal cat. Tippy was fucking underneath something, cowering. And going, what the fuck, eh? And so I reached under to grab him and he just clawed my arm so much.
So much.
So very much. So I had to go fucking get some big gloves on and stuff, and I dug him out of there. He had bought collars for them and put collars on them with their name tag and their address and stuff like that. And Buds has already gotten his off, so Tippy was so fucking pissed off. Oh my god.
Oh no.
So we had to wrap him in a fucking towel and shit to take the collar off him. He's his own cat, Tippy.
Hi, Tippy. So cute.
Yeah, we got them from the SPCA, although those many years ago. They, at that time, unfortunately, were not well. They were sick cats and were destined for the fucking chopping block. And we're living in the same cage together. So they ended up being adopted as a pair to this wonderful destination and have lived a happy life ever since. And Buds was actually called Buds. That was his name at the SPCA. Tippy was called Stuart then. But
Oh my gosh. Why didn't you keep that name? That is amazing.
he looks like Stuart.
He
doesn't
does look like a Stewart.
But
Aw, Stewie.
he's got a little tip on his tail, so
He's so cute.
don't mind us as we
You know, I love cats, but I'm allergic to them, so I can't be around them, and it makes me not want to be around them. But I think they're so cute. They have such personalities.
they do. And they're
But I
not-
definitely bond with dogs more.
and there's not nearly as many rats in the building.
Oh, hey, there you
That's
go.
kind of why we got him in the first place.
Take all the mice
Because
away.
there was. But, yeah, it's fun to have them.
Cute.
Now, we have to stop listening. So that was my point earlier, is that now here it is that the doctors want to take it all over, right? That they got to have this big, giant fucking influence on marijuana and how it's brought into our society. And fuck you. You brought
Yep.
opioids into our society, you fucks.
Mhm.
And all the other nasty, terrible drugs that you give people hurt them even more. Fuck off. Leave marijuana alone. You don't know anything about it. And fuck, I'm sick and tired of having people in the news who know nothing about marijuana making all these claims. How the fuck are you going to set
Yep.
THC limits? Idiots. How the fuck are you going to do that? Kids can get their weed from Tweed. You want low potency marijuana, they can get it from the LPs. That's what they'll become.
Simple as that.
Low potency, that's what LP stands for.
Nah. That's a good one.
Right? Yeah. So I'm going to go with that. Let us grow weed and sell it in an open market, and the kids can get their weed from Tweed. And all you people who are drooling over your investment can go fuck
The
yourselves.
kids can get their weed from tweed.
And that way-
See, tweed makes me go like.
Yeah. So that way, everybody, at least we get to play because we've been working at this for a long time, getting it to where it is today. All those LPs, none of those idiots from the Liberal Party who lined up to get involved in it would make any money, and that'd be good. They would have wasted their time. Oh, I think it would work out wonderful. Let the LPs give the weed to the kids in the churches. 'Cause the churches,
And the churches.
yeah, they'll want.
Yeah.
They're gonna want their marijuana at a certain potency too, right? How the fuck do you do that, idiots?
Yeah, idiots.
And no one, of course, asked any one of these doctors how they do that. How are you going to do that? And is there evidence that you can? And blah blah blah. There's no evidence.
Blah, 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 blah. All they do is argue. Blah, 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 blah. All you do is argue.
It's true, but they're not.
That and spit lies.
they're-
Liza Minnelli. Sorry.
No, there's
Butter
not
King.
going to be any marijuana for pets in Ontario.
What?
No.
Why?
Because the Office of Medical Cannabis, I've never heard of that, declares animals not
Did
protected.
they just rent a room and just put Office of Medical Cannabis above? I'm pretty sure that's what happened there.
It's kind of what I did, cannabis culture.
Yeah. Works for everybody then, I guess.
Well, no, I don't know who they are, actually, the Office of Medical. No, they're saying that that pets aren't covered under the medicinal marijuana program here in Canada. Your pet's not covered. Who was fucking asking? Right? Like, who was even asking them if their pets were covered? Like, really? Your pet's not covered under anything else. He's under the covers sometimes. But
Snuggling.
not covered under your
Snuggling.
insurance. So people are fucking idiots from one end to the other. So I don't know.
Dummies.
I don't know why. It said recently a question was raised about the definition of health practitioner within the access to cannabis for medical purposes regulations framework. But last week, the college announced they've updated their position on medical marijuana. Emphasizing, wow, look at all this gear. Emphasizing that
so
Canada's provisions do not apply to veterinarians or animals and exist for human access only.
Hello?
Like, really? Somebody had to make a statement about that? That this isn't for your dog or your horse? Yeah.
My dog and my fucking horse can get high too if they want.
Oh, I need to
They
get
deserve good health too. You want to ride the fucking horse's back all fucking day? Give it some fucking CBDs, give it some THC. Maybe it'll handle your fucking ass.
Who's even telling them that they're doing that?
I know,
Oh,
right?
Do I write it down every week until I gave some to my dog, of course?
They're reading their diaries.
Something. Who would even know or care?
Petty. That's
And it's
what
really
that
good.
is.
It's really good
Petty
for
ass
them,
shit.
actually. So, of course, doctors will not go along with anything that seems to be good for you. Huh? They just want to go along with things that'll hurt you. And that's about it. They, I don't know. Fuck doctors. I'm sick of them. They shouldn't have such a say in our world, and certainly not about marijuana. Like,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Yep.
Why
Fuck right off.
doesn't one journalist just say that to them when they're sputtering this bullshit about marijuana being dangerous? For fuck's sakes. Or say, prove it. Why doesn't just one person say, prove it? Could you just prove that it's dangerous?
Dabs up.
You need to put limits on it. Then you prove that it's dangerous. And still, how are you going to put limits on it? That's so fucking stupid. You think you can tweak this shit any number you want to? Idiots. Numbers don't apply. Numbers have never applied to marijuana, no matter what numbers they've come up with. The numbers mean nothing. But
Nothing?
humans, no. Humans think because our heads are empty and we don't know the answer to everything, we fill it up with numbers to make us think we fucking know the answers. Marijuana should be no stronger than 16%. I'll bet this fucking Congo here isn't 16%, given their stupid numbers that they come up with nowadays, right? But it'll get you more fucked up than any marijuana that I smoke. I don't know. Like, your Gorilla Glue isn't as strong as this shit. It's 20 and
it's a really good
30%
dab.
they're talking about. But everybody's got a different number. These doctors in this stupid thing said that marijuana is 2 to 4 times stronger than it used to be. Like, really? Like 2 to 4 times? What the fuck does that mean?
No, you were just getting it from somebody who didn't know how to grow their shit.
Yeah, and like, and I don't know. Even the strongest marijuana ain't that strong compared to a lot of things. Like, come on. I can smoke the strongest marijuana all fucking day long and still function normally. And most of my friends and all of our acquaintances can too. So what are you saying out there in the world? Why are you so afraid of marijuana? What has made you afraid?
I'm not afraid.
Because we call it death, Bubba. No one's even thought about that. Not one of these
It's not-
doctors have even fucking zeroed in on that. We call it
It's
death,
not- it's-
Bubba.
It's not death. It's deaf.
Death.
Yeah, you
Bubba.
hit that shit once, you can't hear shit. You're just fucking high as hell, man. It's deaf Bubba.
I'm gonna change that. I like
I
it
love
better.
it. Cat Williams. Such
Yeah,
a good comedian.
That was a hilarious routine. I've seen that.
Oh
many times.
man, I literally
Yeah.
laughed through the entire thing. It's the only show that I've actually laughed from beginning to end. Every single thing was hilarious.
Yeah.
That guy is so funny. Shoutouts to Cat Williams.
And his last name is Williams.
Mm.
And my first name is Cat. Come on.
No, my first name.
My middle name is Cat. What other stupid things are going on?
You want to dab?
Sure.
Oh my god. Okay.
I got terpenes kicking around too. We can dip it in too.
Mm-hmm.
Over here.
Do you like a Barbie dab? Like a little? So what do I do now?
Dunk it in there and pull it back up.
Just like that?
Yeah, you get it down in a little deeper actually.
Oh, a little deeper. There we go. Holy shit. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Could have dove in a little deeper. Fucking waste of my night. Just kidding.
So, on the heels of the news where they say that it shouldn't be given to, but it shouldn't be given to pets, there is a thing going on at the Westin Bayshore Hotel here in July. The Pets and Cannabis panel is going to be there. They're having a little symposium about your pets and cannabis.
Ooh.
Holy fuck. Grow up, you idiots. And then I said,
Okay, ready?
I was just filling time. I am ready. No, didn't get anything.
No? No.
That was lovely. Delicious. Holy cow.
Oh, gone too. Sometimes I reheat my hoots. Is that bad? I do it all the time.
That was a fine toke. We, at the shop, we make our own moon rocks in the back with a little dab dipped in terpenes and then dipped in keef.
Mm.
A little fuzzy
Let's say you want
thing
one?
goes on to the sublimator. It, I think the keef
You want it
brings,
dipped in
brings
terps or
it
no?
all together. They're just ripping marijuana apart.
I don't ask Greg. I just do. Just kidding.
It's true.
It's true.
I have notes. No, in New Brunswick, doctors urge the province not to forget marijuana can do harm. Like, what fucking kind of statement is that?
Prove it.
Like, don't forget it can do harm. Like, these are doctors. If they were really knowledgeable people, they would know that it doesn't do harm. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, and I know it doesn't do harm. Everybody I know that consumes it knows it doesn't do any harm. None of the people that I've ever met have ever been harmed and have ever known anyone who was. So why do we have to keep listening to these doctors say that it don't forget marijuana can do harm? There is no evidence at all. If there was even just a tiny bit, I'd give them that. But there isn't. There is no fucking evidence at all.
Jeez, my ears. Sorry.
That
was a horrid
screechy
sound.
little sound.
Ugh. Ew. I hate it.
This group of fucking idiots.
Aw, Dippy.
There's Tippy.
He's sniffing the rose.
Uh,
Melissa's so cute. Oh. Oh. He's so sweet.
yes.
He likes the
Tippy's
rose.
in the window.
Of course, he stops when we look over there. That's a typical cat for you.
Yeah. They have some inherent understanding that the camera is on them. All right. Here, I won't go into too much detail about this, but good thing. The mandatory minimums for growing marijuana have been tossed out after a Kelowna case sets precedent here in BC. The judge in this particular case found it to be not constitutional and threw it out, which is binding in every court in British Columbia. That there's no mandatory minimums for growing marijuana anymore. These are the ones that Stephen Harper put in place.
This is a good thing.
This is a good
This
thing.
is a very good thing.
Yeah.
People, pay attention.
Yes.
This is a good
It's
thing.
a
You should all be
good
fucking
thing.
jumping with joy in your seats right now.
So, yeah, it was appealed and the decision was upheld. But this does not mean that the Crown, as they're known, will not appeal the appeal and take it to the Supreme Court of Canada. So, I bring it. Bring it on.
Bring it.
Yeah, we'll go to any fucking court you want. nothing that they do around marijuana is constitutional. So we should be able to sue these fucks someday for having taken our rights away unconstitutionally for our whole lives. So maybe there'll be a big class action suit, and they'll just hand us the keys to the government, and we'll go from there.
What?
No, nothing.
Hi.
Just loading up the bong.
Oh, I do a
So-
lot of dabs a day, you guys. You'd be surprised, I think.
So yeah, that was a good thing.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. Do 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 do.
This is what happens as you wait for the bowl to cool down to the exact.
Yeah, this is exactly. You guys know.
Okay.
You know how many times
Yeah.
everybody in the chat sung that exact song
That's
while
right,
waiting for
while
their bowl to
waiting
cool
for-
down?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
The waiting for the bowl to cool down song.
Mm-hmm.
Worked perfect. So yeah, here's a funny thing. I don't know. Nothing's funny anymore. or is, or is everything? It's either nothing's funny or everything's funny. I don't know what it is, but here now they're talking about the Secret Service. The guys who protect the president can now smoke marijuana. The headline says. It has become so difficult for the U.S. Secret Service to find recruits that have never before experimented with marijuana that the agency's new director has thrown his hands in the air, announcing last week that he has relaxed the drug policy for potential new hires. Yeah. They told reporters that it has become necessary for the Secret Service to be a little more lenient when it comes to dealing with job candidates that may have used marijuana at some point in the past. For an example, if you need an example, this is weird though. Applicants younger than 24 are only required to show they haven't used marijuana for a period of 12 months, 1 year. Used marijuana the last year? They go, no, you're in. But if you're over 24, you're expected to have been pot free for the last 5 years.
Why is it different for ages? I don't understand.
I don't know.
What?
Because they're idiots.
What the fuck? That's a joke. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
What the fucking fuck?
But if the drug policy were to continue the way it is, the agency would struggle to fill the thousands of positions. The agency's new drug policy is expected to facilitate the replacement or the placement of nearly 10,000 new employees over the next several years. This is Secret Service. 10,000 more people in the Secret Service. How many people does it take to protect Trump and his family? 10,000
Trump.
fucking people? Yeah, really. But here's what they said. We need more people. The mission has changed. It's more dynamic and way more dangerous than it has been in years past.
Oh my god.
There's speculation that the Secret Service, whose only two jobs are to provide security for the president and his family and investigate financial crimes, is beefing up personnel in an attempt to deal with all the anti-Trump cases that are expected to emerge over the next 4 years. They are preemptively beefing up the Secret Service because of what Trump's going to cause. Holy fuck. It's the duty of the agency to investigate every threat made against the President of the United States. So they need more applicants, as many people as they can get
Yeah.
in the Secret Service to protect them.
So stupid. So stupid.
So yeah, that's the stuff that I found out there in the marijuana world. Hope everybody
Another bunch of
has been
bullshit
doing good.
stories.
Oh yeah, except the
Except
the
for
one,
the
that one.
That one. You got to figure it out though.
Yeah,
Which was the good one?
You'll have to rewind
That's
and
right.
determine which one was the real story today. And my further apologies for having fired up the bong, but
This song is dope. Do you hear this?
it is.
I gotta
That's
figure out what the song is called.
it's called dope.
It's lit.
Yeah, lit dope. Well, that'd be a
Blah,
good
blah,
name
blah,
for a
blah.
song, wouldn't it?
Blah, blah,
Lit
blah, blah.
dope.
Oh, that's
That'd be
already,
a
it
good
already
name
exists.
for a
Just kidding.
performer. That's gonna be my new rap name. Lit dope. Fuck, I'm gonna run with it. Huh? It does.
Sounds lit.
Nobody knows what to even say once you say, hey, the name's Lit Dope.
And a sidekick turn up.
From a long, the long line of dopes.
When
And
I turn it on.
East Coast dopes, so, you know.
Dope.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in. Hope you had some fun. Learned
Yeah.
something.
Yep.
If not, you saw cats. Come on.
Litty titties. I like that one. That's
Yeah.
a good one. I like that one. Ooh.
All is not lost. All right. Well, thanks to Kush Queen, come to mention those, for being here.
Thanks. Thanks
Always
for having me
lovely
here.
to see you.
I always look forward to Wednesdays.
Check her show out on Sundays.
Yes.
And
And catch me on Friday. I will be on Jer's show.
Huh?
So, you know,
Well, there you go.
you get me 3 times
The
this week.
cross promotion going on there. So
Okay,
yeah,
I'm out of control.
You can tune,
Somebody needs to fucking tame me. Like, fuck.
tune into the other shows where you can possibly win prizes
And I'll smoke
But-
out of them before we send it.
that they don't send to you in time for us to not use them. Yes. Well. That would be Carly's show on Monday and Craig's show on Thursdays, in and around 4 o'clock every day of the week. Jeremiah on Fridays.
Expert joints. Expert joints. Expert joints. Expert joints. Expert joints.
No, that's not the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh,
that's
is it?
the one
Oh,
on
okay.
Thursday. Yeah. That's the one.
And thanks to Alyssa for keeping us live. Keeping us alive all
She's
these
so good.
weeks. And everybody
keeps
else
me-
that she keeps alive. I hope
Get it, girl.
I hope they
She
just
keeps me alive on
heap
Sundays.
praise
She's
on
pretty
her
cool.
while they do their shows.
And she loves
um,
driving with me.
To you people for tuning in. Because if it wasn't for the people tuning in, there'd be nobody watching.
Yeah. Don't
And
tune
that-
out.
And that's why we do it.
Tune in. Don't tune out.
Yeah.
Hey.
So yeah, we'll see you next time around.
Hey, where's the joint? Quick, let's spark it.
Until next time, I'm Marijuana Man. Thanks for tuning in. Peace. And Congo.